If he does,
yep.
how do I punish? Does he know I can punish with that?
Right.
So it becomes like people think that the mirror match is like one of the most annoying, most scrubbiest ways to play a game. But really and truthfully, there is no higher form because at that point in time, you're playing a balanced game. You're literally playing a balanced game. Your character can do X, Y, and Z. My character can do X, Y, and Z.
Right.
And they happen to be on the same tier. So if you ever want a balanced game, ladies and gentlemen, play mirror matches. So right in, we're not going with the mirror match. Crowder actually going with Violet.
Interesting here. So we were both kind of expecting Bob, right? And then his opponent with Bob. So do you think he's not playing Bob for, just like you said, to avoid that mirror match?
You know, as obviously playing sometimes that should be, it's definitely not always in most people's comfort level to do so. So with NeoX going with, you know, the tried and true, I'm pretty sure it threw off NeoX to see a Violet out of Crowder's corner, and that's held true with the first victory from Crowder using Violet.
Yep, and all right, so once again, this could turn out to be a, you know, Neo. There's so much going into this match before we even get to the match, right? Neo could have picked Bob because he was thinking he knows this character in and out, but I'm going to show him a different kind of style that he's maybe not familiar with. And Crowder's saying, I don't want to pick Bob because he knows Bob inside and out, so I don't want to force myself into that hand either. Picking Violet seems to be working out, but like you said, Bob, crazy movement, right? Great movement, great mobility. However, right now it seems like Crowder's doing a very good job at locking him down. Oh, but there we go.
And he's really just picking and choosing his spots. He's not even doing big damage with Violet. He was literally just nitpicking at his life, and even with just that, it was 50% gone. But good stuff to NeoX making the adjustment and putting one on the board for himself.
All right, so there we go. A big opening here for NeoX. That's going to be a good amount of damage, about 30% coming out now. Crowder, ooh. A lot of momentum going here for NeoX. Crowder having to find something to go. Oh, the sidestep instantly just getting swatted down.
So much damage, man. Just so much. And Crowder's already in the rage aisle. And if he had took that throw, it would have been bad news bears.
Oh. Big sidestep there. Missed an opportunity for a good punish there. Didn't come through. And now NeoX in a prime position to take this round, just catching him low. You know, didn't go low. It didn't seem like he's gone low at all. He's done one sweep, and that's all. And the cut going low, taking that last round, putting himself on game point now for the first game here. Remember, this is for winners finals, so the winner of this will go up against Goiji.
I know for a fact that NeoX would definitely love another crack at TSN Goiji. Every time they faced off an official tournament, Goiji has been the victor in that sense, especially seeing is that Goiji has won 2 of the Space City Beatdown tournaments as well.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure NeoX would love to see Goiji, and that's probably why he's fighting so hard to get to that winner's final.
And man, that last round was just a really quick comeback from Crowder, but a launcher coming through for NeoX, and look at this. Big damage coming through, about 30%. All right, so he's going to dash forward. Oh, hop kick coming through now. But once again, the movement for NeoX, and Bob paying through, just able to sidestep. Look at the damage coming through now. Ooh. Big conversion now for Crowder.
Nice confirm off that, too.
Oh, just the sidestep on that stand.
Once again, just nitpicking. I hope he didn't press a button. Oh, and that's a good punish. Easy punish, and Crowder will go up 1 already against NeoX. They really fought for that. Now, rematch or character select? Definitely character select. I wouldn't be surprised to see NeoX go with the Eliza pick here.
Okay, so everyone liking, in Houston, everyone liking Bob and Eliza, huh? That seems to be kind of a common trend here.
Well, Goiji is actually from San Antonio.
Okay, let me check myself real quick then. All right, so yeah, you're right. Eliza coming out, sticking with Violet. Obviously won the last game, can't switch anyways. Crowder looking, maybe that's the take. Yawning. Everyone who's yawning.
Yawn tag.
Yeah.
It's on deck.
The guy who's always losing is yawning. Maybe he's thinking too much.
Come sleepy, play ready. That's it. That's it. That's the tech.
Hey, put that on a shirt. Let's go. All right, so going into, hey, Eliza, sleepy. Houston, sleepy. All right, I see how it works now.
People say stay woke. I say stay sleepy, bro.
Hey, there are many times I would much rather stay sleepy. You're right. All right, so that's looking like doing well so far. Obviously, it's a bit early into this round before we could really tell, but the adjustments already seem to be pretty smooth, as well as I don't really know if it's the character, but the movement seems to be much cleaner than with Bob, and the options that Eliza has seem to be a little bit more free-flowing and open for NeoX in a sense.
I love that round open from NeoX as well. He hopped back because at any point he could have hopped back and then EX dive kicked and would have been right back in his opponent's face. But Crowder knew that and kind of stood his ground. So good.
All right, so going back into it, NeoX just, man, it's almost like Street Fighter-esque. He's throwing a fireball, trying to bait the movement out of Crowder. And then once he sees something, he goes for it. He's just trying to annoy him with zoning and neutral, forcing Crowder to come in now. And Crowder is starting to show a little bit signs of impatience and cracking. All right.
But to be fair, Eliza is in a completely different tier list than Violet. And there will be some adjustments to Violet to make him a little bit more viable here in a little bit. If that already hasn't happened, I believe, I'm sorry. But I do know Eliza's just way better than Violet. So this was like a no-brainer when I saw this coming. Damage, utility.
But baited out the uppercut, took a meter and took around. NeoX really winning on the game right there.
Risk. Unnecessary risk.
Unnecessary risk, but I mean, if it would have paid off, could have won. Could have closed it out, would have been at 1-1 now. But like you said, using that meter very important for both, or I should say both these characters. I thought we were seeing Akuma, but very important for Eliza. And now, wow, do you see that? Crowder is just saying, I am out. He recognized NeoX not moving and just forced his way out of the corner.
Hey, sometimes you have to make a bold move to get out of the corner because staying in it and trying to be safe isn't always the safest idea. And NeoX going to go up 1-1 with the counter pick of Eliza.
Yeah, looking really strong there. And just going right back to sleep.
Hey, man, that's what she do. I told you. Stay asleep.
Stay asleep. That's funny.
Now, Crowder has 2 picks. Actually, I think he has 3. I do believe he does dabble a little bit in Jack. However, the strongest picks, I think, for him would be Bob. Said it before I got to predict it.
Yeah, I was about to say the game said it before you did. Wins Marvel. Marvel will be right after Tekken. I do believe we should have all of top 8 for Marvel on stream.
Aww.
From last that I have heard. Because I think Marvel's going on right now.
Yes, they are playing all the way up until their top 8.
Or like top 4. I'm not entirely sure how far they're playing until.
Man, I need that top 8 though.
And I'm not sure how much of Tekken we're streaming. So.
No, we're gonna finish out Tekken here.
I know we're gonna finish out Tekken, but I'm saying we're gonna do all top 8, or are there still matches going off stream? Because I don't see anyone playing off stream right now.
That we will get back to here in a little bit. Now, right now, definitely Crowder firing it up with Bob, just like we predicted. But NeoX trying to show that he was probably ready for this pick. Nice interrupt. Keeping the pressure on. The next hit will do for Neo. Oh, the movement and evasion from the big man himself.
Yeah, the evasiveness.
Only to take the low.
Round 2. Fight.
Off the gate. Oh, movement from both players. Standing one just to check. Nice punish. Oh, do not forget that this exists in this game. Her throws look so awesome. Either they do damage or they set up for utility. Her back throw actually gives her meter. The one that she bites you on the neck, she'll actually gain meter from that. Or the one where she tosses you on the floor.
All right, so a dash cancel on that combo. A lot of damage coming through. One hit's going to take it, but Crowder finding an opening, trying to fight his way out. Is not quite done yet. Oh, I love when players do that in Tekken. They both run forward, and then they just walk backwards. They want to wait for the other person to push the button. But, yeah, just found a gap, got the button. Now NeoX taking a very quick second round there.
And he was looking for the Oki. That's why he shortened his combo up, but I think he should have went the distance and looked for the tap. Good spacing from both players. But right now, currently, NeoX still sitting on a perfect. Oh, now just as I say that, gets low tap for his trouble.
Hey, man, you must be a commentator or something.
That curse is just flying out, man. Oh, sit down. Siéntate.
Oh, and he's gonna, yeah, Crowder's gonna have to sit down after that one.
And
Damage
I
coming
mean,
through.
quick and convincing, too. It doesn't look like the switch mattered at all. So I wonder if Crowder is going to go to his last main in the form of Paul or Jack, or if we're just going to go back to Violent. There are definitely some options on the table. Oh, nope. Going right back in it with Bob. He feels like Bob is the answer.
All right, so do you like this pick here? Because Bob, you know, Violet didn't do much work when Eliza came out, and Bob felt kind of the same. It didn't really get that much done. It was a little bit better, but it wasn't gargantuanly better, or it wasn't like a definitive change.
Now, the only reason why I still support the Bob pick is the simple fact that Bob has the movement. And as long as Bob can keep moving, he can always stand a chance in this matchup. Is it the best chance? Of course not. However, it is definitely a viable one.
Oh, that was
Look at that.
Very nice making a whiff on that, getting the full punish on it now. Crowder, yeah, there we go. That movement, that mobility.
So sexy.
And despite being so big, was able to duck under that. Looking really good right now is Crowder, despite that only being one round now.
Hey, one starts, man. We've seen how some of these matches will literally start to snowball after a couple hits. So, I mean, all it takes is one, man.
But all it takes is one hit to completely shift that momentum. And look at that, taking him to the wall, keeping him in the wall, finds the roll. That's going to be a lot of damage. Not going to quite close it out. Went for the throw, whipping on that, but just so close. There it is, confirming off of that hit. And NeoX looking so clean after that.
Now, one thing I would have probably contested, though, is the fact that Crowder should have at least changed stages. The stage is far too small for Eliza, and Eliza can look at some of her damage ending in like 141 to 160, depending on meter usage, just because she gets a lot of wall damage. She gets a lot of wall rate. Not only can she carry you there, I'll take you there. Not only she can do that, but she can tack on the damage to boot. So a stage like this that's very small definitely wasn't the best pick. However, both players using their resources to the best of their abilities in order to try to close out this set. Nice on that. He tried to interrupt dive kick and got completely punished for it.
Yeah, got blasted for that one. Same way the last round ended. And now all of a sudden NeoX on match point, but Crowder fighting back. Look at that damage coming out right now. Already at 30% and even counting. But NeoX finding an opening. And like you said, Eliza, if she gets you to that wall, she's going to be dangerous.
And that's what he's pushing for right now. That's why he used the extension. That's why he even did the running tackle and everything like that, just so he can try and get his opponent closer to the wall and try and do that damage. But Crowder definitely maintaining that spacing in order to be able to try to still be a contender in there. And there we go. Oh my God, Crowder wave dashing just to confirm, yes, I did in fact just do that. Hold it.
So match point for NeoX, but game point for Crowder. Crowder wanting to stay on that winner's side of things, wants to go up against Goichi on the winner's final side, and looking so strong right now, is getting closer and closer to that. But NeoX, we saw last time, was able to close it gaps just a little bit.
Oh, no punish on that though. And nice throw break.
Once again was crouching under the swing. We saw him win a round with that before. We're going to see another one now going into Game 5. Crowder is ready for almost every option NeoX has. And look at him sitting forward, scratching his chin. What do I do differently?
That's the pose of a thinking man. And he is definitely trying to think his way out of this because he called out that high, ducked right under it, got the maximum amount for his punish, close out that game. So now tied up 2-2, NeoX versus Crowder, Bob and Eliza. Let's go. One of these men will go and face TSN Goichi for the winners finals, and I think both of them want to be sitting pretty at least up there.
Oh yeah, definitely. But starting off this last game, we saw so much corner damage. Like you mentioned, Eliza dealing so much damage, very scary against that wall. And now Crowder, look at the movement, trying to fish for something out. Oh my God.
EXDP, I'll definitely do it.
Because why not, he says, Crowder throwing out that upper, or excuse me, NeoX throwing out that uppercut, closing out that first round. But Crowder starting his, getting the corner. And look at that, getting the damage down, about 40% off the board.
Already, and then now he's trying to reset the situation and push a little bit towards the middle of the screen. But nope, we're going to stay at the wall. Not until NeoX has something to say about it, though. Nice spacing from both players. That I would have cracked. Yep. I would have gotten hit.
And once again, that's what I'm saying. I love about this game. You just see the respect between players. They expect something. They both dash forward and no one does anything. You can kind of see, once again, right there, they kind of have that stare down, but Crowder, first one to act, and NeoX reacting to him. And there it is, closing it out, knocking off the ground.
Backhand to sack tap. That's what that is. We're playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
We are going back and forth right now. Both, you can tell how much they want it. NeoX is getting closer and closer to the screen every round. I wish you guys could see it.
And NeoX actually started off this entire set in a positive manner. He had his opponent bent over a barrel and a half, man. And now look at what we're looking at. Down to the wire, both players fighting with all the gumption. Oh, I like the tech. Using the laydown, even though, okay, so also, if you don't know, laying down and resting will give you meter back.
Okay.
But he used it to stay away from some of the wall options that Crowder would have had had he had been standing. Laying down only gave him so many punish options. Standing up would have definitely probably killed him.
Yep, so very smart. Nui at the round, got some extra resources from him. Look at that, he's on set point. However, Crowder, once again, we're seeing where they're going round for round right now. Nice sidestep right there, eliminating the offense, and no, the uppercut connecting. That could have been so much for Crowder, but NeoX smelling blood right now. Smelling, he is so close to taking it out. Has a meter to work with as well, so we might see a projectile into that cancel, trying to get some pressure, but they're running at him.
Oh,
that's going to close it out. And now we are going to last round, last game.
Back slapper.
NeoX, look how close he is to the screen.
I mean, even if he got a little closer, I don't know if that might help. Crowder seems to be trying to download him, even though Eliza has the damage.
Yep, he needs to get a little bit closer on that punish, and once again, NeoX looking so good this round. Oh! Could have been a punish, but just got clipped by it, and that's going to hurt quite a bit.
Ooh,
here we go, Crowder. Let's see what you can do with it.
Up against the wall.
It's about 50%. You could get one more hit, and it would be about even.
Ooh,
watch the wall!
Oh my God. Sorry for the spike on the audio, ladies and gentlemen, but this is the nail biter. Get him!
Watch the wall again!
That's dead. That is dead.
He's going to close it out. Yes, he will. Crowder keeping everyone on the edge of their seat. Even NeoX was on the edge of his seat. Wow, that is composure at its finest right there.
Bob Boys.
Bob. Just good old Bob. Nothing to it, just Bob.
Good stuff to both competitors, but golly. It should be winners finals?